Hello there. I'm giving you a report. Today is the 22nd, first day of fall, and well, we're being chemtrailed to death, as you can see. Massive chemtrail spraying, and it's been getting heavier and heavier, and you can see on this one here, there's a massive trail that goes across here, and you know, it's not as apparent as you can see like on my computer screen, but there's downdrift occurring from that massive trail. It's over the golf course in the town I live in. Now in the news today we have shutdown. Pratt Whitney is moving to Singapore. There are 2 factories in Cheshire and East Hartford here in Connecticut, and 1,000 high-paying jobs are going to be history by 2011. It'll take some time to wind down these operations. They've been here a long time, and moving a production facility overseas does take some time, but needless to say, people are not happy and they're fighting back. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop it, but the job onslaught and the deindustrialization of America continues. That's great for national security, don't you think? But then again, the New World Order, well, they don't care if nation states have good national security or the ability to manufacture, especially the United States. I mean, after all, they want to make sure that we're weakened substantially. Looking in the want ad section today, okay, for help. Well, there's 3 jobs in the classified. You can be an inside sales rep for New Haven Register. With an economy that's really horrendous, ad revenues are way down, and not only that, who wants to read the paper anyways when you know, most people are getting with the program and getting their info off the internet? Okay, I mean, this is really a Model T on its way out. So to get back to the jobs, well, you can have fun selling used cars, or, well, Ted's Cleaners is looking for some counter help. High-paying job at minimum wage, I'm sure, $8 to $9 an hour, with a wonderful aroma of chemicals, dry cleaning chemicals, all day long, every day, as you work, as a benefit. And oh, in the summertime there is no air conditioning in this place. I know, because I used to get my clothes dry cleaned there years back, and it was awfully hot going in there to pick up your clothes, even in the first thing in the morning. So anyways, that's kind of what's looking up for Americans. Now, to get to the real estate front, you know, I know an individual that does maintenance of foreclosures and properties that have been abandoned on behalf of the banks, and they're telling me that many of the properties are just abandoned and have been abandoned for a long time. Now, you know, the lender never foreclosed. They never started foreclosure. You know, neighbors typically want to know, well, what's going on? I mean, the people moved out a year ago, and I mean, you know, what's happening to this property? But you'll find on a lot of properties, you'll find a yellow hanger. Please call your mortgage company, or please call, you know, there's hope. So basically what's happening is, because the market, okay, for real estate, what they're trying to do is they're trying to cover up and sweep under the rug the true extent and the depth of the problems in the real estate market, and they're trying desperately to stop more and more supply from coming on the market, okay? Because we all know that we have mortgage-backed securities, collateralized debt obligations, we have derivatives, credit default swaps, whatever the like, that if all of the inventory hit the market and went mark to market, the underlying assets we would have a valuation problem in the trillions. In the trillions. So the banksters, are trying to reach out and touch someone. All three of these came from one house, by the way. It's a house that's been empty. It's half gutted, water damaged. It was open for the past year. It's a hazard. I'm surprised the town didn't literally, citation this property. It's obvious nobody's been there or ever been there for quite some time. But yet they keep coming back every couple months, hanging another one at the door, and they want to make it look like, we're trying to reach out and help people, but the reality is they don't want this stuff on their books yet. And I think there's another reason, and I do believe that what you're looking at is, if the property is vacant for a year, now that property now, from the IRS standpoint, becomes an investment property. I mean, you haven't lived there for a year. So now, when this property sells, let's say the bank finally does take it back and they sell it. Let's say there's a $200,000 mortgage, $30,000 in back interest, and $20,000 in legal fees and other costs. You're up to $250,000. Let's say the property sells for $100,000. Well, we're going to write off $150,000 on our taxes. The bank is going to do, or the lender, and a 1099 is going to be cut for $200,000 for the original loan amount in the borrower's name, as if that was a profit. In the meantime, it may be 5 years from now when the borrower is going to find out, wait a minute, the IRS is after me for $200,000. And then they're going to have to hire a tax attorney, and they're going to have to hassle with that. And of course, the state is going to be after them for state income tax, because if you owe the federal $200,000, well, you're going to owe the state $16,000 or $15,000 or $10,000 or whatever it is, plus interest, depending on the state, if they have a state income tax, okay? So the deception is continuing. They're sweeping it under the rug. They desperately do not want it to be known, the true depth of the problem in real estate. And with the Dow rallying like it has, 3,800 points since last fall, while 500,000 plus people all month have been losing their jobs, and more and more businesses are slated to move out of the country. We all know that's a sucker's rally. They're trying desperately to buy time and to deceive, creditors of the United States, or creditors or counterparties in derivatives contracts overseas. So the Chinese made the right move, and my personal opinion is, I think every country in the world, on the planet, should renege completely on the derivatives contract. And if Goldman Sachs crashes, so be it. Chase crashes, so be it. That's the way it goes. I mean, I don't know how much longer this charade can continue. That's the end of today's report. Have a good day.